Please welcome Karthi Marshan on the stage for a session on campaigns that work from Bandra to Buxar.
So after Ramit's setup, where basically he's saying that marketing, at least CMOs are full of shit and there's lots of jargon and very little real use of this data, my topic is going to be, I'm glad this is a tamer version of that topic, so this is good. If you have heard of 811, show of hands. Yeah, all working? Okay. How many of you think it's a banking app? Not working so well. I won't waste any of your time asking what you think it is. And I will also waste very little of your time plugging it, but this I have to say because this is what screwed with what I was going to present, because yesterday this happened. The Supreme Court came and messed with me yesterday, in a good way though. So yesterday the Supreme Court said, among other things, that to open a bank account, Aadhaar cannot be mandatory. It used to be. In fact, 811 was born on the back of a small piece of reform that happened in December 2016, where if you had your mobile number connected to your Aadhaar number and you were able to receive an OTP from the Aadhaar guys and give it to me, I'd give you a bank account back instantly. And from March 2017 onwards, we've been on this journey, on the back of which Kotak has managed to double its account base, historic account base. So the whole of Kotak's life story, we had about 8 million customers. In the last 18 months, we've pretty much doubled that. We're beyond 16 million customers now. But that's all I'll plug today. I'll not plug any more. There'll be a couple of references, but most of them, like Ramit said, will most likely be self-deprecating because he's right. He is on the money. There may be other marketeers here who are really smoking the data juice, but I can confess that I am struggling to get shit done. I'll give you a couple of examples. But just to finish on this point, the good news is that from day one, for us, Aadhaar has never been compulsory. So the way we built it, Aadhaar has always been optional. If you didn't have your Aadhaar number connected to your mobile number, no problem, carry on. We'll send little human being to come and meet you, or you can come into our branch, etc., etc. So that's always worked for us. So we've been fortunate in that sense. Jody told the story in the morning about Qantas knowing that she wasn't in the airport and calling out to her and saying, no problem, we've moved your flight. How many of you were here to hear that story? Okay. I can't see Jody here, but I have to give her my counter story. I was standing in Goa airport on a Sunday afternoon trying to get back to Bombay. And this is not the new airport that exists today. It's the older airport. And I was in a queue that was as long as every single human being in this room multiplied by 3. But I had my boarding pass in my hand and I had not passed security yet. And about 5 minutes before my flight was about to take off, and I'd already checked my bag in. I had a bag to check in, I'd already checked it in. 5 minutes before my flight was about to take off, I got a call on my phone saying, sir, where are you? I said, I'm here in the queue. And he said, no, sir, I'm sorry, we've offloaded your bag and you're missing your flight. And I could see, it was just the gate was right there and I could see the plane moving away. And I was like, but I'm in queue right here. If you could call me, why didn't you call me before? He said, no, we paged for you. Maybe they did. If 3x of us were in the room, maybe none of us would have heard them page. I don't know. But Jody was lucky. I was unlucky. I paid through my nose for the other flight that I had to take. And they had my phone number. And so it's not just me, but that airline as well. Not just Kotak is what I meant by me. That airline as well, I think is still struggling with, we have data, but we're struggling with how to use it in a meaningful manner. Some minor success stories. I think Ruth spoke about, in the B2B context, how they're able to, by solving problems, not have to offer deals and discounts. And I love it. And I love Ruth for it. Because I hate deals and discounts. I hate deals and discounts because of 2 reasons. 1, it costs me money. And 2, the customer is not buying me at all. She's only buying a deal and a discount. And she's promiscuous as hell with all those deals and discounts. And we Indians in particular, if not as good as the world, we are hugely fickle about deals and discounts. And we will swap service providers for just another $50. What is the point in having put $50 in the customer's pocket if I have no chance of a second date with her. There is no bloody point in my view. So, the government allows me to put 50,000 bucks in your pocket if you're over 60 years old. How many of you are over 60 years old? Okay, forget it. If you're over 60 years old, you can get 50,000 rupees of tax-free interest in this country today. And the funny thing is, most people don't know it. So if I use that fact and I go find my 60-year-old customers and I write them an email that says, here's 50,000 rupees free for you, all you have to do is open a fixed deposit with me. Using that story versus buy my FD because it's 7.8% rate or whatever the hell it is, gives me a 50% better delivery. So yeah, we are able to start learning to use data a little better than we used to. We will invest in all the buzzwords of the day. AI. We have KRs are bought on the phone. So now today if you call my IVR for your balances, which apparently 40% of the time you do, I have no idea why. Your balances are on your mobile app, your balances are in your net banking, your balances come to you in a statement every month, and yet 40% of the time you call me is to say, mere paas kitna paisa bacha hai. I don't know why you do it. I'd love for you to stop doing it. But since you do it, we have Kea to tell you, the minute you call, Kea will get on the phone and without you even asking, she'll tell you what your balance is. So we found that we're saving 40% of our time and money and therefore we're able to serve our customers even better. But that's about all we are able to do. I'm very happy that 377 is gone. And I don't know how many of you read good news for many of us here today. 497 is gone as well. Who knows what 497 is? An affected person. Go man. Yes, this is good news. Adultery is not illegal anymore. Previously, only a man could prosecute his wife's lover in this country, 150-year-old law. A man could prosecute his wife's lover if they cheated on him. Now, I'm sorry? Oh, that was outside. Now, that's changed as well. And why do I bring this up? Apart from the fact that it's fun to talk about and hopefully some of us will wake up in this context, I bring it up because in the context of acknowledging who your customer is, I think knowing these things also has become important because she expects it. She expects my form to have the ability to let her fill a same-sex couple as parents of a child, for example, which is what 377 might be about. She expects me to be able to allow her to express her marital status as this. And I swear to you, I tried. I tried to build a form where marital status said single, married, and it's complicated. I would have loved it because like you, I think the discerning customer would have had a bit of a chuckle and said, hey, this brand is cooler than I thought it was. Maybe I should do some more business with it. Maybe I should go on one more date with it. But the reason why I'm not able to do this is technology. Because the engine at the back, in the back room, has only 3 fields in which it can record the data. So it can record single, it can record married, it can record only one other thing. And that other thing needs to be apparently widowed/divorced. It's complicated, it's not a permitted thing. So I'm still waiting on getting this solved. But I believe that this is on brand and we need to do this thing. Another pet peeve of mine, when we launched a product for children and our insight database staring at just an Excel sheet was that when mums open accounts for their children, the accounts together perform much better for both the mum-child partnership as well as for the bank than when a dad opens an account for his child. And what could be the insight behind this? You think about it for a minute and you know that men are hunters, women are nurturers. The man says, who the hell am I doing all this hunting for? I go out every day and I face the saber-toothed tiger. It's all for this kid. So why the hell are you pestering me to open an account for him and put our money in it and so on? What's the woman saying? She's sitting around the campfire, praying that today the man comes back again and brings some kill for them. And she doesn't know whether he's going to come back tomorrow. And this is fundamentally our truth even today at a very visceral basis. To solve for that, every time he's bringing home some meat, she's salting some of it away, right? This is the woman's fundamental role. And I don't mean to be sexist, but this is the truth. This is an anthropological truth and it continues to be a truth for us psychologically on a majority basis. In that context, it makes all the sense for me to woo the woman into saying, please open an account for your child because the woman and the child will both behave very well. Having said that, What do we stumble on? We stumble on, again, the Indian Constitution. Law says in this country, the only way a woman can be a natural guardian for her child is if the child is illegitimate. So you start out by being adulterous, you get a child out of it, then you can be the natural guardian of that child if you're a woman. Or you have to be able to prove that the man in this context is incapable of being a guardian. This I'd like to get fixed, and I want your help. I want you guys to lobby for this because I think this is wrong and we should move forward in this. I get this all the time as well, Puneet, if you're in the room. I pay my own Kotak credit card bill more than once regularly only because of this, and we haven't fixed it. We have data, we have technology, we have reams of money going after data and technology, but what we've still not been able to do is cobble it all together so that when I pay my credit card bill, my bank account knows that I paid it, and if I try to pay it again, it says, hey, stop, don't pay, you already paid, thank you very much, keep your money. We haven't fixed it yet. I don't know if anybody else in this room has fixed it. If you have, tell me how. If it's another ream of money, then don't tell me how. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you
I hope
so
that was
very
useful
much.
to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Karthi Marshan, the head marketing Kotak Mahindra Group.